Welcome to LindaVilla Creations. Today I'm going to show you the second in the series of my flower fairy journals. This one is in lavender and they do look familiar on the outside, but I don't make identical anything, so they're just full of beautiful fairies and flowers and butterflies and dragonflies. So I hope you enjoy it. The measurements is 8.5 inches by 7 inches with a very small spine because it is only one signature. And it's 16 pages doubled, which is 32. Anyway, the dangle, sorry, lost my words there, is detachable on this little ring, and so is this beautiful dragonfly. And it's just a bunch of beautiful ribbons and trims that I have in my stash. And it's the most luxurious dragonfly material I think I've ever seen. I got it at Joanns, and I do believe it. I've seen it on Etsy. And then this beautiful lace trim, which just sets the whole book off, I think. And it's tied up with some gorgeous lavender netting. And of course it has glitter in it because everything I have has glitter in it, I think. So let's get started. Okay, inside on this very first page is once again these beautiful dragonflies that I made with Heartfelt Creations stamp and die. And the paper behind it is Heartfelt Creations as well. This is a first page I just sewed around the edge and blinged it up with some glitter. That's me. And on this page we have this beautiful picture from a fairy book, and I used one of those butterfly wings, and it says Bougainvillea fairies scatter stardust to paint their blossoms rich ripe colors. And I just thought that was so cute, so I just sprinkled some little stars to help them glitter their bougainvillea. And on the back is a story about poppy fairies and how they cast their spells, which is really cute. And I thought this trim went really well, and I just blinged it up with some jewels. This is a little material pocket that I made with a belly band, and inside is that so cute, great smelling lavender sachet. I wished we had smell-o-vision so you could smell how pretty that is. And then once again, this is just that little pocket with a little flower button on there and the word dream. This paper behind here is one of my mother's antique linen handkerchiefs that I Xeroxed so I wouldn't have to cut it up and use it. It looks great, I think. And on this page is one of those cutouts that I have. And this is a story about little fairies falling from their flowers where they rest. Really cute little card here. You could certainly journal on with some butterflies and just a little bit of trim. This page is from a book that I have, and I can't remember the name of it, sorry. It talks about snails and snip and snails and puppy dog tails. And I used a little bit of washi tape here, a little card right here where you could journal on, which is really cute, and some trim. This is from Graphic 45, I believe. And here is that little rosebud fairy. Isn't she the cutest thing? I just did a little snippet on the top and put this pretty card behind it as well. Blinged it up. This is from another book that I have, and I will list it below if I can find it. Another little snippet with some beautiful trim from Hobby Lobby. This is all about butterfly kisses and dragonfly wishes. Isn't that the truth? I bought this trim at Hobby Lobby as well and just put it on the edge. And I think I told you this before, that the species of moths outnumber the species of butterflies, and I did not know that. Here's a little butterfly trim with some beading, some beautiful velvet trim to kind of pull in the colors from those butterflies. And this is a very interesting thing. This is a map of Sussex in London where you can find flower fairies. They're all labeled, so if you ever get a chance to go over there, you can take this map with you and it'll tell you where to go to find a fairy. And behind here, this is all the information you need to go fairy hunting. And I just backed it with some really beautiful material that I had on hand. Got this beautiful flower from Hobby Lobby. It's on a roll, so it's really great. Here's another picture of that little rosebud fairy and probably her big sister. This is one of my favorite pages. I took a lavender flower and cut off the leaves, dipped them in purple glitter, and put some stones on them to match this gorgeous fairy. Look at her. And I also decoupaged with a napkin full of pansies. Little snippet here and a little note that says fairy tale. I'll pick this up so you can get a really good picture of her because she is gorgeous. This is one of my oval napkins, and I just put a little butterfly there and a little pink fairy over here. And don't you love this saying, you are the author of your life? Washi tape down here, some beautiful ribbon to edge that. This is another really cute page. I just put some trim. There is always music among the flowers. And here is the cutest little flower fairies. They're singing to the owl. Isn't that cute? And I put a little charm of an owl with some little beads. And just fairies dancing and singing and playing. I love that. So cute. Over here I took some, oh, what is this called? Siri silk. Siri silk, yeah. This is some wrapping paper that I had picked up, I believe, at one of the thrift stores. I fell in love with it and thought it would just be perfect for this. I took this card, I put it, I sewed around, put some trim, and stuck this little, it says rare specimen of a butterfly. I covered it with netting and embossed it. Also, there's this gorgeous vellum on top, and it makes a great bookmark. The next page is where the fairies live. I put some beautiful trim, got this paper out of a fairy book, and it's the cutest thing. It's like a big tree, and here's his eyes and his nose, and all their little houses all throughout the tree. Thought that was so cute. And on this page, I put this beautiful trim with some smaller trim, did a little snippet here, and a little fold out. It's all about birds in the birdhouse. And behind there, here's a picture of a fairy castle. Isn't that beautiful? And it talks about how the fairies build their castles. I thought that might be interesting as well. And another little snippet about the fairy trees. I believe they use oak trees, but here's information if you want to read some more. Oh, it actually says they use willow, elder, holly, birch, oak, ash, elm, and rowan. Didn't know that. Lots of trees there. And here's a little Christmas fairy just because she was too cute, and it tells you all about the Christmas tree regarding fairies. Here's some beautiful vellum, and I just put some bling on there. Here's a beautiful card with some more, with a little snippet. You can certainly write on here if you'd like to do some journaling. And behind that is a calendar. I'm sorry, a book about how to paint things. And I actually, these are pictures, but I actually took some of my own dried flowers and glued them on here just to make it look that much more realistic. Isn't this trim beautiful? I believe I got this at Frank Garcia's in Los Angeles. I went there and it was so much fun. It's so much fun going to the store other than just ordering online. I trimmed it up with that trim from Hobby Lobby, put some bling on it, and put this beautiful topper on here to match this beautiful card. There I go saying beautiful again. And you can certainly journal on the back of this as well. There's one more card in here. If you've looked at any of my other videos, which I hope you have, this is a piece of material that I bought at Goodwill, and it's leaves, and it just looked so pretty on this card. I had to sew it on there, more space for journaling. And this back card I just glittered up, and it's so beautiful. I took another deconstructed flower, dipped it in glitter, and put some more bling on that to pull in all those colors. And this is the middle of the one and only signature. This to me represents where the fairies live, where they build their homes, where they play. Put this beautiful trim from Frank Garcia again, and added some lovely lavender, purple, and rhinestone bling. And it says, continue to grow your own tree in the forest of your dreams. That is such a beautiful thing to think about and to tell people that you love. A little bit of washi tape here just to hold that little sign down with some bling. And here I've made a really pretty paper clip. I just glued those little buttons on there, one's of a bee and one's of a flower. Put some netting on there, and it just was to hold these cards, which there's the bee to match the paper clip. And I don't know if you have ever had the opportunity to see this picture before. When I looked at it, I thought, what in the heck is that? And it's actually a bumblebee. There he is. He's got a hat on and a mask, and it says, I love flowers. And he has this contraption on the back, which actually sucks the pollen from the flowers. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I fell in love with that and had to put it in here so we could all enjoy it together. Love that. And this is a story on how the fairies love the bees and how they help one another. And the story is really cute on both sides. Hope you get a chance to read that. Some more trim from Frank Garcia's studio. And here's a picture of that from that book that I was telling you about that teaches you how to paint. And I will get the name of that book for you. But these are the most beautiful sweet peas. I just put some stickers on here and put a beautiful dragonfly. And I had some sari silk that matched the colors. And I just thought it was beautiful. I had to do that. I loved it. And over here is some more pictures. Oh, I'm getting a light in the butterfly here. Dragonfly. Here's some more pictures of sweet peas and some more butterfly stickers. And I hope you enjoy those. This is a card that was gifted to me by my sister. I just put this beautiful pink lace with a paper butterfly with a jewel in the middle of it. And this card was so cute, I had to include it so you could enjoy it as well. It's just all about fairies and their flowers and what they do with them, how they play with them. And it's a greeting card, but I could not leave it out. It was so very cute. Over here is a beautiful fairy out on a limb, and a little fairy down here. It says, in summer, the bright colors of life appear all around us, with some little bling. And in here, this is the way they used to fold letters years ago. Actually, I found that out. This is a fairy art, daisies growing, fairy wishes, and the friendly fairy code. To be true to a friend, the flower fairies, you must be kind, loving, and helpful. Take care of the animals and plants around you. Have lots of fun and love to laugh. Believe in the flower fairies. So cute, so cute. This page is just full of stuff. Sari silk sewn here with some beautiful heart trim. A little thing that says so sweet, because here she is again, that sweet little flower fairy and her big sister helping her. Postcard, place to write on that and send it to somebody you care about. Here's a little picture I snipped out of a magazine. Some music behind there with a little sticker and some washi tape, a little button, and some material. Vellum down here, so beautiful. Kind of matches the backdrop. I think you'd enjoy that. Bleeding Hearts, one of my sister's all-time favorites. I think it's everybody's favorite. It's just so beautiful. And here they are. They're hanging upside down, and their little bodies are the heart of the flower. Got this gorgeous wide washi tape here. Here's another little picture of some bleeding hearts with a little bit of lace trim. You could do some writing on the back if you choose to. And another really pretty backing. Belly band here, just glittered this up. Those who don't jump will never fly. We need to live by that. Another one of those gorgeous dragonflies. I can't tell you, I just fell in love with these. I have one sitting on my desk all the time so I can just get inspiration from that. And this is the other half of that doily. Another little sticker here. Here, this whole back is a napkin that I decoupaged and with some butterfly washi tape and just some little notepads so you can make some notes on the things you love. Here's just a beautiful blinged up paper that you can write on with a flower and some beads. Over here, I did this cute little paper clip with a flower and a little bling on it. And I glued these pictures of these beautiful butterfly fairies. This backing is another one of my mother's antique linen napkins that I photocopied and used for paper so I didn't have to cut that up. And just fell in love with all these little butterfly fairies, and there, put a little blue ribbon up there. Put some bling along the side. This is one of those poppy flowers where you can actually journal on. So pretty. Over here, I just took a couple of those wooden butterflies, put some bling on them, a little netting on a paper clip to hold these fairy pictures. She's playing the flute for the bunny, and then there's some more just having fun and dancing. Here she is talking to the squirrel. Isn't she cute? And here's some babies. They're just playing in the water and smelling the flowers. Some more on the back of there. And this is extremely delicate, almost transparent in parts. It could disintegrate if handled roughly. And it's just an imitation of butterfly wings. Of course it's not, because that would be sad. So I just had some material that looked like that to me, so I included that. This little case was a box of little hand notes that my sister gave me. I took the notes out and I attached the box to this page. I just thought it was so beautiful with all those butterflies on it. This is one of those pages from that Teach Myself to Paint. Here's a snippet. I just made this little rosebud out of sari silk. I just twisted it around and around, glued it, put a little rhinestone in it, and I thought that turned out so cool. I love that. Here's some sari silk that's holding this envelope in place. And this once was gifted by my sister, but it's also a cards and stationery. I just thought that was the most beautiful thing. Oh my goodness, I fell in love with it. And as you know, I have to have a fairy queen in all my journals. And isn't she beautiful? It just says believe, and I've just glittered her all up. And look at him and her. Magnificent. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's some brocade material with some bling and a little picture that I got out of a magazine with just some little flowers. Here's a little tab, and I've just put some bling on that as well, so you can use that as a bookmark. And another picture, I believe, could be Edith Holden with a little dragonfly. This is some really pretty cardstock. I'm not sure where I got it. I just sewed around and sewed this piece of vellum in between it. I should have do a video on that, on how to do it, because look at that, isn't that great? You can make a pocket, and that's what I did. I used these, what are those called? Dandelions. Stamped them in pink with glitter, and look at her. Here she is with all of her little dandelions, and the dandelions are actually, some of them are fairies, just like her. And she has a little dragon friend down here, and a little fairy hiding in the cup, so cute. And with some of that trim from Hobby Lobby. Oh, here's another gorgeous picture, another picture of my mother's linen handkerchiefs. I cut out one of the dragonflies from the material on the front because it just matched her so perfectly. I just loved that. We're near the end here. Here's some more of that beautiful material I just blinged up. And this is a poppy fairy. Gathers starlight for potions that bring sleepness and contentment. Boy, I'd like to have a bottle of that. Look at, I just glittered her wings and put a few stars to help her gather. And this beautiful picture over here, it's the Morning Glory Fairy. She rises early and she has finished work and plays by noon. So beautiful. And that, my friend, is the end of our book. I had this beautiful butterfly on some, what's the name of that? Creative Heart Creations paper, and it just matched all the dragonflies here. And that's the end. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me. I truly enjoy what I do. I love all your comments. I read every one of them, try to answer every one of them. If you have any questions, please just let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions I can. And again, thank you so much, and I look forward to our next video.